What's poppin', T-Subs and T-Squad? So before we get ready to dive into these salt wives, let's go on ahead and dive into today's shout out. And today's shout out go to Miss Anita, honey. That's God. Shout out to Miss Anita. Love to Anita for all of the rest of y'all. Okay, y'all don't know her like that. Okay, to y'all it's love to Anita, but to me, I know her as we call her Anita around the way. She's been rocking with me for a very long time now. We converse back and forth with each other all the time. She is such a sweetheart. She's a huge supporter of the channel. She's a donator of the channel, which I definitely appreciate. Thank you, sis. So definitely thank you so much for your continuing to pour your love onto me and into me the way that you do. I see you supporting me, so here's my time to support you. Thank you so much, Sweet Pea, for everything that you've done. Continue to watch, continue to gag and roast and all that good stuff, and we're gonna have this thing in the swing. Now, girl, let's get ready to dive into these salt wives and they final piece of bumfoolery. Let's get it. Child, listen. Y'all know when a hoe get her water, we about to have a good time. And I don't even think it's because the episode was that damn good. Because to be real with you, I mean, it was all right. But you know what I'm saying? It damn sure didn't, you know, it didn't, you know, keep me entertained. But for the little minute that it kept me entertained, I took me a little bit of notes. So let's go on ahead and talk. So Lisa comes back, and so does all the damn husbands. The husbands come back with her. Y'all know she ran off running like the distraught white woman that she is up the damn spiral staircase to go up to John. And every time, the whole time, she's telling John what happened. John is looking like, Jesus, please kill me now. All right? Stop letting me waste away slowly. Just go on ahead. Just kill me now. Take me away. Like, and it's so sad. Like, that man just got misery and woe written all over his face dealing with Lisa. And Lisa is too stuck up her highfalutin ass that she can't get her head up on her puss lips long enough to see how she's making other people around her feel. But it is what it is. So, like I said, the husband strolling on up in there with him, other than Seth and Uncle Grandpa. Girl, let me tell y'all something. That man looked just like Uncle Grandpa, Mary's husband, her grand husband, the one that she had her grandson by, look just like Uncle Grandpa. Girl, I'm gonna find me a damn picture of that man, and I'm gonna splice them together, do a side by side. I might make it the background. Girl, y'all hoes gonna gag. But Uncle Grandpa ain't come because of C-19. You know, senior citizens really ain't supposed to be traveling around like that. Which I'm not understanding why Mary is traveling around like that, quiet as it's kept. But I get it. That's her check. She signed on the dotted line. I get it. And this Jen keep trolling me with that. Hold on, y'all. Jen, nobody likes to troll. Okay? Nobody likes to troll. First of all, you look like one. And then second of all, you got the nerve to try to be one. Girl, get out of here. Everybody knows I'm the originator of the Bad Felicia fan up here. Now, I didn't make it. But I don't see nobody else on YouTube with the Bad Felicia fan. And I've been using this Bad Felicia fan for months now. And now all of a sudden, you and your pasty ass face, your unfinished Picasso face looking ass, want to come up here with the tomfoolery for one, and then want to get your ass up here with my fan for two, bitch. I know you lied. Girl, it looks better on me anyhow. This is how you do a Bad Felicia fan, okay? You open it like this, and you close that hole like this. All right? Don't do it the way you did it. You opened yours up like that. Okay, listen. Real hoes, you know, listen, we wear stilettos around here, honey. Okay, we do this. What our bitch Bad fans or our Bad Felicia fans, this is how we open it up in the whole face. What you got going on, Jen, I ain't, Get your shit together. Anyway, and I ain't done with you yet. Anyway, So then they asked Coach Shaw, does he value football over his family? Listen, look, Andy, you asking the wrong question, sis. The real question you should have been asking was, why does he still choose to jail with Jen where he got his real family on the other side of town, made plans to be with you. Why the hell are you not around? That's what Jen was saying. And shout out to Nivea. That was off Nivea's first album. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Runaway. That's the real question that need to be asked. Like, I don't know. Every time he answers his questions, like, but see, you can tell. He an old school fool. He's an old jive turkey, okay? He did it with the best of them. Dolomite and, you know, Jerome in the house, all of them, you know. He came up with the best of them. Boosie Collins, and, you know, he came up with the best. You know what I mean? So, you know, I get it. But for what he gave, I respect the fact that he stood up for his wife. He took up for his wife. He took up way too much for his wife. You know, he offered up an apology on Jen's behalf. Why he offered up an apology on Jen's behalf to Uncle Grandpa, I don't know, because it ain't like what Jen said was a damn lie. Now, granted, was a foul, was a messed up? Yeah. But was it the truth? Yeah. And sometimes the truth hurts. I mean, yeah, we could be mad at the way she said it, but I ain't necessarily mad at what she said, because what she said was what she said. Because what she said is what they doing, and is what they did. So, you know, but I get it, Sharif. Me and you here. Me and you here. We here. I get you. I get you. I get you. So Justin, Whitney, and Heather talk about being expelled from the church. I told y'all that was some cult, psychobabble, cesspooling, Scientology based type of, no shade, Whitney and Heather, especially you, Heather, no shade. But I'm sorry, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's Aflac, all right? That's just what that said. And I'm sorry, if I'm somewhere where, God forbid, I decide to cheat on my husband, y'all just gonna shun me away. Y'all gonna throw me, girl. Y'all worse than the damn the Christian churches with the gay people. Y'all worse than them. Girl, you could be sitting around here touching the little boys, having sex with the deaconesses, having sex with the hospitality committee, you know what I'm saying, and all of the rest of that. But God forbid you be gay, girl. If you not directing the choir, they ain't, or singing in that hole, they ain't got no use for you. Y'all worse than them. Listen, sometimes life happens. And sometimes, yeah, the person that you're with, you see it then. But then when life happens and children happens and you know, kids and you know, finances and businesses and this and that, like, isn't it just possible that they just went two separate ways in life? Is it just possible that people can just fall out of love with each other? Like, I love the nigga or whatever, but, you know, ultimately, nah, that ain't what I want. You know what I'm saying? And why should I feel casted out simply because I don't want to stay in something that my heart is no longer in? Being the church and being the religion, wouldn't y'all want me to be in something that's stable and happy and that I'm glad to be coming home to at night and I'm having a good time with, and this, that, and this? Like, I mean, listen, I'm sorry that happened to y'all. If y'all still want to be a part of that, I get it. But if not, you know, y'all can always come down to the Kojic churches and the Baptist churches and the Apostolics or something, the Pentecostals or something, you know, learn a little something different. You know, you could do that. But I'm going to just let that be what I said. Moving on. So they asked Uncle Grandpa how he felt about the show. He said that he was embarrassed because of all of the backlash that they received, and him being called a grandpa husband. And then Mary tells him to stop it and be nice because he wasn't embarrassed. I found that very telling. Mary, how the hell are you going to tell that man how to feel? That man got every right to get up here and say how he want to feel. He got up here and basically said what we all know. I already told her she don't need to bring her ass up here with this bumfoolery because we already knew everything was going to be called into question. She knew that. We had this discussion already. But she wanted to do what she wanted to do. And I'm not going to sit here and stop her. If it's going to keep her out of my head for a little bit, fine. But then all of the backlash came. And then truths started coming out. And then our cultism got shown all over Al Gore's internet. Or Beyonce's internet. Or Rihanna's internet. Shout out to Heather. It's but listen. I can't feel bad. Because at the end of the day, they should have known when they got their asses on reality TV, all of their dirt was going to come out. See, that's why it's always important to come up. Well, she was being her authentic self. And I thank you for that. Okay, because now I can consciously not like you in good conscience. You understand what I'm saying? Moving on. Because I could ride them all day. So then when asked about her dad, Whitney says that she doesn't know because he hasn't talked to her since the show. And she confirms that it's not a wig, that's his real hair. Whitney, I guess so. Only because you say so. But here's the thing. Whitney, honestly, and I hate to say this, because that's your dad, that's your parent, and I get it. You're going to have to let him go, sis. You are. Like, I just feel like he's on some bullshit right now. And I don't like that. I feel like you went way beyond and far out of your way and out of your reach way more than what you should have. To bring him around, help him out again, put him in rehab again, listen to the shoulda, woulda, couldas and what I'm going to do this time differently again. Put him on a show, you know what I'm saying? And now he has no more use for you. That tells a lot about a person. And I'm sorry, sis. I know it hurts. And I know you don't want to hear this. But I got to be real with you. It's time to love your daddy from a distance. And it's okay to love him from a distance. And if he falls and stumbles, he falls and stumbles. And you still just love him. But don't help him out no more. Don't help him out no more. And that's where I'm coming down to. Don't help him out no more. Excuse me. Drop down in the comments if you agree. Drop down in the comments if you feel like I'm an asshole and I ain't got the right to try to tell her what to do with her daddy with the bad hair. Moving on. So when asked about her reconciliation with Seth, how is it going? Meredith asks, why would she want to disclose information about her marriage in front of these group of ladies right now? And I had to agree. They both said that the show helped their marriage because they were forced to talk about things rather than sweeping it under the rug. I get it. I sense it. I'm glad. I'm happy for y'all. I'm glad that y'all got it together. Let me address this thing about Brooks because some people got on me about that. I don't have no issue with Brooks, okay? I don't know why y'all feel like just because a bitch get up here and say they take dick up their ass and in their mouth, and because I do the same, I'm just supposed to jump on bandwagon and be on board what they got going on. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I like Brooks, but from a distance. I didn't need to see him in 20 damn scenes up here up on this season. I just didn't. Once or twice, fine. I like him a lot. He's a lot of fun. He made me laugh. Cool. After a while, it just got to be too damn much. And that's all the hell we saying. We ain't got no issues with Brooks. We like Brooks. We think I think she a sweet girl. But I can deal with her from a distance. And if you come back next season, Meredith, I want to see you and Seth. I don't want to see Brooks unless it's from a distance. Moving on. So then Jen says that she wasn't the only one who talked about Meredith and Seth's marriages. And some of them came clean and was like, you know, they heard things or whatever the case may be. But they weren't going around town running off at the mouth with it like Jen was. That's the difference here, Jen. No, you may not have been the only one who have known things, but you were the only one who ran around town with the shit. From person to person on camera with the shit. You did that. That's the difference. Moving on. So Jen and her non-loyalty gets called into question, and Meredith asked her a very great question, which was if she treated Jen half as bad as Jen treated her, you know what I'm saying, would she believe that she has loyalty? And she said no. There's your answer, Jen. That's why you're being treated the way that you're being treated. It has nothing to do with because you're a black woman, and we're going to get to that gag in a minute. Meredith said that she's not hurt at Lisa defended Jen. She just doesn't understand it. Don't worry, Meredith. We don't either. You're not by yourself on that. We don't either. But then again, I still feel like Jen has some serious dirt on Lisa. Because again, Lisa got up on this thing, wanted to be the perfect Mormon woman, and have the perfect Mormon family, the perfect Mormon husband, the perfect Mormon business, and blah, 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 blah. Jen got some dirt on that woman, and that's why she's taking up for Jen. Because Jen is very manipulative. And it's just funny how you could go from I will never sit in the same room with that bitch again to you see a couple of tears fall. Now you're just calling at her and you just, oh, poor Jen, poor Jen. Lisa, you's a bitch and we all know it. Girl, bye. Don't know about, listen, we not buying it, Lisa. We not. Moving on. So then Heather brings up what Jen said about her hand behind her back. She says that she buys clothes off the rack at Dress Barn, and she thinks she's an actress. The only role she's gonna get is the role of a manatee or Shrek. Well, listen, Heather, the only role she gonna get is an unfinished Picasso face. Okay? Jen looked like she built the damn Dress Barn that you supposedly, quote unquote, go out and buy your shit off the rack from. Why is you letting what Jen, look at Jen. Jen is a miserable, pathetic excuse of an existence right now. Now, I do feel like if Jen can go off, really talk to somebody, really get things off her chest, extensive therapy, I think Jen will be all right and Jen can make it. But Jen has to want to do it. And until she do it, I'm going to go in and let have on her. See, Jen, I'm black. And I'm going to read your ass the fuck down. Now, what you going to say about that? Because what I didn't like was how Jen tried to use the whole Black Lives Matter as an excuse for her behavior. Y'all call me aggressive. I'm black. Do you know what that does to me? Jen, you were aggressive to these women. You hit Heather. You hit Heather's hand. You jumped up in Whitney's face and pointed your hand up in her face like this. And Whitney, you're a much better bitch than I'll ever be because that'd be me. I would have bit her damn finger off. Like, it kills me at how Jen can get up here, be shown on camera acting like the back of a monkey's ass. And look like it too, for that matter. Wait, because I'm not about to make this a bash Jen session. I'm going to take that back. Jen, honestly, I want you to go and get some help. And I really want you to go and talk to somebody about what you've experienced in your childhood, in your adulthood, in your marriage, your friendships, whatever. You really have a lot to get off your chest. And I really want you to do that, Jen. I think if you do that, then we can start to see you in the light that Sharif sees you in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, because I was really about to take off on your ass, Jen. But I don't want this to be a bash of Jen. I don't. I just, listen. Listen, we seeing this all the time. We seeing it on Basketball Wives. I'm more than sure they're doing it on Love and Hip Hop, The Family Reunion Girl. I don't know because I ain't watching any episode of that trash. But, you know, I'm just getting over the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And I'm so sick and tired of people using that to their advantage when they see fit. Like, Jen, this is not that. This isn't that. This would be one thing if this was an OG and Evelyn situation where Evelyn has put her hands on somebody, but, you know, OG hasn't. And then they're making her out to be a violent person or whatever the case may be. And to people credit, because they go get up here and say, I can see it in the comments. Well, OG threatened to beat their ass. Yeah, only when she was met with that energy. These women, listen, Whitney just walked up. Whitney ain't had a chance to put her coat down, say hey to nobody, greet nobody, get a drink, order an appetizer or nothing before Jen decided to just run up on her and start doing this in her face. And then when Heather said, well, hold on, girl, you doing way too much, sis, calm down. Then you want to slap her hand like she's a 2-year-old. But then you want to get up here with your goddamn tears, years of your fears, talking about what you went through as a black woman, and how can they make you, and how can they call you aggressive, and yada yada. Just stop. This ain't that. Stop. And girl, that was the end of the episode. Y'all, I'm surprised I got that much off my, because the rest of that was bull. I'm surprised I got that much out of this show, because it really wasn't that much. But girl, we made it through. Shout out to these Salt Wives. They are due for a second season. Can't wait to see it. I will be watching and reviewing. Shout out to all of y'all, including Jen and Mary. Shout out to y'all. Y'all jump down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. And I'll put out Growing Up Hip Hop sometime this afternoon, child. So we'll be all caught up when Miss Bell Collective come on tonight. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.